focus in on vibrations. They figure out exactly where you are, and then they start to get keen for a strike. Now, as he lines up here and has a look, he gets himself ready. Hey, big boy, what do you want? What do you think, big boy? He's a good croc. Stop looking at my head, Monty. Hang on. Hey, big boy. Good boy, hey. Give it up for him, isn't he cute? Now, here we want to show you just the physiology of the croc and how gorgeous they are. And immediately we want to show you how they're built. You see Monty, he's big. He's got a big belly, big heavy head, long tail. He's not made for speed on land. In the water is where he means business. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump back in here. Hang on. Hey, boy. Oh, good boy. And you see, when he touches water, that is when he gets a bit keen. Now, I'm going to see if I can get him over this way a little bit, because he's real G'd up. And it's good, that's what we want to see. Because what we try to show you here, hey Monty, is natural crocodile behaviour. And in the wild, the way crocs work is on vibrations. So when he means business, and he knows that I'm in a spot where he can have a go, watch what he does, he submerges. And that's how you know a croc is actually keen on hunting. They focus in on vibration from footsteps. And you notice he can actually see exactly where I am. So what he's doing here is he's trying to outflank me. Crocodiles are very intelligent. They have a cerebral cortex, meaning they learn, they remember, and they recognize. Crocodiles do actually recognize you. And I reckon Monty knows that, baby boy, hang on. Monty, baby boy. Monty knows my genetics, I reckon. There's one person that he loved to stalk and strike at more than anyone else. It was my dad. And I reckon he recognises this little blonde kid and goes, oh, I know you. Hey, big boy, up here, Mon. Pops up, has a look. And once he submerges again, that's where it means business. Focusing on vibrations once again. Pops up and has a look. Hey, Monty. And there's that strike that we talk about. Very, very quick. Good boy, Mon. Hey, give it up for him. Good boy. Isn't he cute? See how he's got those little neck jowls? So he's just going to go in and give him a little squish. It's so cute. Now, what we want to show you there is how a crocodile can go from being really quite chill, minding their own business, into a strike so fast. And it just is like this switch that they hit. Jimmy's going to show you something very unique. Over to you, mate.
Thanks heaps, Robert. Now guys, this isn't a trick we've had to teach Monty or any of the salties here at the zoo. This is something they use from the time when they hatch out of an egg. They're only 15 centimetres long, they weigh about 30 grams, and at that size, everything loves snacking on them. So they hide in the reeds, and they perfect this method to hunt frogs and spiders and insects. He looks very keen. Nice work, mate. Good catch, good catch. And as they grow, they start to target larger prey items. Possums, snakes, magpie geese, they absolutely love flying foxes as well. And if you're a subordinate, he's looking straight up my shorts there. Not much of a disappointment up there, sorry mate. Moving on.
You can't say that.
Telling the truth. Anyway, moving on. Sorry Monty, here you go, you can have it. Now flying foxes, they love it. So they'll angle that head up, kick in the tail, propel themselves straight up and out of the water just like they would hunting horizontally over the water's surface. Now, let that be a lesson. If you are up north, be wary of the tail-walking crocodile.
Yeah, it's very, very true, because crocodiles, they are the masters of their environment. The masters of the northern waterways. And so what we need to do as human beings, basically, is not this. You've got to avoid the water at all costs. Now, from about 5 meters, that is the strike zone of the saltwater crocodile. About 5 meters from the water's edge is where they hunt and where they're fast. Now you see how Monty's keen, he's kind of interested. Let's see if we can sort of replicate what an animal would be doing, right? So, if I'm an animal, say a big feral pig or something coming down to the water's edge, what I'm actually doing is I'm down on all fours, right? And I'm coming down, and you got to stick your head in the water to have a drink. And meanwhile, if this was murky water, you would not see the crocodile. Not at all. You would never get to anticipate that strike. You just wouldn't, because the water's murky. The one difference where you find crocs is the water is not beautiful and clear like here at Australia Zoo. Dad designed the Crocodile as this place for all of you guys to see exactly how crocs hunt, to realise that they are not, they're not greyhounds, they're not racehorses. Here you go, Monty, here you go. Here you go. They are torpedoes. Good boy, Monty. And once they're out on land, now that he's in my element and I'm not in his element, and we're on land, I can sit down in front of him, no worries at all. He could care less. I could even lay down in front of him, to be honest. Over here. And watch what he does. Watch what he does here. Watch carefully. He does nothing. That's because he knows that I can get out of his way quicker than he can come forward. I'm not going to stay here long, but he just knows that this is not his element. But you saw time and again, in and around the water, that's what sets him off. When I touch his water, 1 foot in here, so he turns, he gets interested. Crocodiles don't generally strike out of the water just for food. A lot of the time, it is in fact for territory, because this is Monty's house, and he treats it as such. He treats this as his territory and his house, and that's exactly how we like it. We want our crocodiles to feel like they are hunting in the wild. They get to submerge, stalk, strike, kill their prey, and they have a really, really good day. And it's also, all of this is to protect them. By teaching you guys how to coexist with crocs, staying at least 5 meters back from the water's edge to avoid the strike, not swimming in crocodile territory, not overhanging the water. In teaching you these simple rules, we protect ourselves and we stop the crocodile-human conflict. Every time someone gets a little bit too close, they have a look at the water, it's nice and murky, they've been sitting there all afternoon, they can't see a croc, jump in, have a fish, see how we go, no worries at all. You would have no idea there's a croc sneaking up on you. They cop a bite, and crocs are branded as the evil, ugly monster running around killing people, and people end up culling them and removing them from the ecosystem. Not necessary and terrible for the environment. If we lose crocodiles, your apex predator, well, you can kiss goodbye all of the amazing biodiversity that we've got up in North Australia, because we've got a good, solid population of this guy, the apex predator, out here doing that, protecting, patrolling, sitting at the top of the food chain, and ensuring every other animal that sits below them in the food chain is in check. Lose the croc, we lose the beautiful mangroves up north. So let's all stay a bit croc-wise in croc country, love and respect our crocs, and protect them for the generations to come. Because if nothing else, let's do that for the legacy of the bloke up there on the big screen, hey? Give it up for my dad.